Good morning, all. Hope you are able to hear me.
Yeah, Naveen.
Okay. Any questions from previous company code global parameters, like still field status variant? We have created field status variants and we have assigned the field status variant to company code. Correct? Any
Naveen, I have a question here. Like in the currency, okay, there is like enter exchange rate values. When I was entering the rate values, it is not accepting decimal.
Sorry, decimal mean the sense probably your profile would be either dot or comma you have selected. If you're giving dot, if it is not
Yeah, it
selected,
is accepting comma.
comma, right?
Yeah.
What you do is just enter the number values and press enter. Instead of keeping any comma or dot, just give
With
like
dot.
this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then automatically press enter. It will take by default format.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Just
No,
don't.
but in direct quotation, like we have is like
Okay.
82.60, 89.53, 104.32.
Okay.
So how will it take a comma or decimal
That's what I'm
automatically?
saying. If it is not taking 82 comma 60, then try to give it as an 82 comma 60.
Yeah, it is accepting 82.60. It is not
No,
accepting
that's what
82
I'm saying.
decimal
What you
60.
do is
Yeah.
tomorrow session, just share with your this one the system so that I can check and I'll update you.
Okay.
That would be better.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
Any other questions from anyone? Yes, no. Okay, next one. If no questions, then
Yeah.
we'll go ahead with tolerance groups. Put a heading as in tolerance groups. What do you mean by tolerance in general meaning? What do you mean by tolerance?
Take it or like how much you can bear.
Correct.
That's what.
The bearable amount or anything, right? Anything, whatever we can bear, that we call it as in tolerate. I can't tolerate more than this. Clear? So till what extent we can bear it, right? And after that, we can't tolerate it or we can't bear it. Then we call it as a tolerance. We call it as a tolerance. Clear? Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead. Tolerances. Okay, put a heading as in tolerance limit. Okay, tolerance is nothing but tolerance, tolerable limitation. Okay, so tolerances. Okay, in SAP, we have two types of tolerances. In SAP, we have a two types of tolerances. Write it down. In SAP, we have a two types of tolerances. One is GL tolerance. GL tolerances and employee tolerances. Employee tolerances. GL tolerances and employee tolerances. Okay. So in GL tolerances, what is GL tolerance in the sense? Permitted payment difference. Okay. In GL tolerance, what we are going to define? Permitted payment difference means at the time of payment, what is the difference the system need to accept? Clear? So that difference means till that the system will accept. And whatever permit we are going to give, till that it will accept. If it is exceeded, then the system won't accept it. Okay. So like that, for example, for example, for example, my invoice value is 23,565,42. This is my invoice value. Invoice value. This is my invoice value. Invoice value. And we are, means we need to pay this much amount. So will they accept? Will they accept 23,565.00? So we are doing the payment. Will they accept? Will they accept? Will it accept? Yes, no. In general, I'm asking.
No,
See here.
no.
See, from someone you need to receive 23,565 rupees 0.42 paisa. Due to some reasons, they are not ready, they are not able to pay this 0.42 paisa. So will you accept or not?
Can be accepted.
Can be accepted.
Yeah, as a person accept. Yeah, I thought
It's a
system.
general, in
about
general,
system.
same
Okay.
thing that will applicable in GL
Yeah.
tolerances also. So will it be acceptable or not?
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here I am saying that, so we are ready to pay 22,000. Will it be acceptable?
No.
Right? Or you are going to ready to 23,560. Will it be? In general.
No.
It's only a
Might
5
be
rupees.
acceptable also.
Is it acceptable or not? 5 rupees, right?
Not acceptable.
Yeah, can be acceptable.
Can be
Can be.
acceptable, right? See, for example, if someone needs to pay me
Yeah.
100 rupees, for example, 10 rupees, for example, and he is ready to pay only 5 rupees. Here it's a matter of 5 rupees. So here also it's a matter of 5 rupees. So 10 rupees you need to receive, but he is ready to pay how much? 5. So will it be acceptable?
No.
Percentage, because it becomes a 50%. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right.
Right? If someone needs to pay you 1,000 rupees and they are not ready, they are ready to pay 995 rupees. But 5 rupees due to some reason they are not ready to pay. Is it acceptable?
Yeah, can be taken
Can
as
be acceptable because again, check it out the percentage. Right? Earlier it was 50%. Now it is less than 10%. The difference is payment difference is less than 10%. So someone needs to pay you 10,000. They're paying less 5 rupees. 9,995 they are paying. Will it be acceptable? Will it be acceptable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? This is called
Yeah.
a tolerance limit. Means how? Okay. So what is standard SAP tolerance limitation is, as per industry standard, if I take INR currency, just write it down as per industry. Okay. As per industry, 10 rupees or, okay, as per industry standard, 10 rupees or 1% on invoice value. Okay. Invoice value, whichever is less. Just write it down. This is a standard. You can take it according to your currency. 10 rupees or 1% on invoice value, whichever is less, till that it can be acceptable. I'm saying 1%, not 10%. It can be less, till that it can be acceptable. Whichever is less. Just write it down. Okay, this particular rule and regulations are written in articles of association, almost all in all the companies. Clear? 10% as per GL limit, 10 rupees or 1% on invoice value, whichever is less. Till that it can be acceptable. Clear? So if you are not defining any tolerances, if we won't define any tolerances like 10 rupees or 1%, then if there is a difference of 1 paisa also, minute to 1 paisa, system will not accept. System will not accept. So why we are defining in the sense, sometimes there is a difference will occur in between payment and actual invoice value. So till what extent it need to be accepted? Till what extent it need to be accepted? So we are going to define that either 10 rupees or 1%, whichever is less, then the system can check, and whatever is less, then the system can accept it. Is that clear? Any questions here? Clear? So it depends upon rules and regulations.
Naveen, it goes same with the CAD or USD.
Almost also
SAP.
minimum currency with 1% is standard across the globe.
Okay, so the 10 can be vary,
Anything.
right?
That's here 10 rupees we are calling it as, right?
Yeah.
$10.
Okay, so like if
Yeah.
you're talking about CAD dollars, we can take it like 10 CAD
Exactly.
or $10, right?
Exactly. So
Difference.
at the time of, see, for example, if you are doing an Indian company client configuration, then definitely we'll go with this. And same time, according to that particular country, Singapore or whoever it is, so definitely we will come to know from our client what is the maximum payment difference they can go at. 1% is the standard. Okay, and what
Perfect.
kind of how much dollar they are going to define, or how much rupee, the rupee they are going to define it, right? According to that, we will give this. 1% is across the globe, it's a standard. Whichever is less, whatever dollar amount or rupee amount or whatever amount you are mentioning, or 1%, whichever is less.
Got your point. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a standard. For example, this is a standard within a bracket, you can write it as an, this is a standard, that's the reason. For example, I can give you one entry. Advertisement account debited to ABC account. Advertisement account debited to ABC account. Okay, for example, the amount value is 23565.42. Okay, or I'll make this as a 3. $3,565.4. Now I am making a difference of 5 rupees. Okay, the payment I am doing. It's a payment, it's a invoice, it's a normal entry and payment entry. Payment entry. ABC account debited. ABC account debited. ABC account debited to bank outgoing account. To bank outgoing account. So how much I'm doing the payment in the sense? I'm doing the payment of 23560 point dot. Okay. So I'm doing the 5 rupees difference, 5.43. So whatever difference is there, if it is an acceptable limit, then automatically there is a ledger we will create that is called to, that is nothing but suspense account. Generally, in general terminology, you remember anything, if we don't know, we will post it to suspense account in real time. Academic subject, correct? Why, if suppose you don't know something, why we are paying less or why we are paying more, why the error? If we don't know that, we will call it as a suspense account. So here also we have one account called in SAP payment difference account. We need to create this account. It will automatically trigger payment difference account. So whatever difference is there, that will go, if it is in tolerance limit, then that will go into that. Sorry, this is a payment entry to payment difference account 5.43. It's automatically, it will trigger this payment difference account. If it is a permittable payment difference, whatever standard we have taken here, 10 rupees or 1%, whichever is less. Clear? Just write it on this entry. Just write it down. Let me know once you're done.
Yeah.
Understood this one?
Yes.
So if it is not in the limit, then the system will not trigger the payment difference account. Means the system will not allow you to process the further. If it is a within the limit, then it will hit to payment difference account. So it is automatically create, the GL will be automatically triggered. I'll explain you how to create the payment difference account and all. Okay. Next one, we will see employee difference, employee tolerance. So for example, employee tolerance, put a heading as an employee tolerance, second method, second limit. For example, in real time, this will be done by HR. In real time, HR will be performed this activity. Means the roles will be given to employees, right? Okay. Employee roles will be given. What kind of position he can suitable? That will be done by HR team. Okay. Okay. What is the tolerance limit? The difference between payment invoice value and the payment value. Okay. For example, this is just remember this. Just remember this. Means they won't ask you in interview, but still we need to remember this. So employee tolerance. Okay. For each and every employee tolerance in the sense, there would be different designations, right? Supervisor will have some definition. Manager will have some different roles and responsibility. Process associate will have some rules and differences. Basic clerk will have some different roles and responsibilities. Okay. So here how it will be in the sense. Okay. So here user ID. User ID. Next one, tolerance group. Tolerance group. Maximum. maximum document amount, maximum doc amount, maximum document amount, maximum document amount. Next one, maximum payment amount, maximum payment amount. Next one, maximum discount, maximum discount. Next one, tolerance debit, tolerance debit. Next one, tolerance credit. Just write it down. See here, what do you mean by this in the sense? For example, I'll give you one example. What do you mean by maximum document amount in the sense? For example, in an organization, there are different roles and designations are there. For example, a basic accountant or clerk. Clerk is there and accountant is there. Okay, so you will receive invoices or a new joiner. Clerk is nothing but new joiner who is serving a probationary period. New joiner, right? And an accountant is there. Normally, I'm saying it's may not be there in all the organization, end user organization. It might be there in few organizations. So here, whenever invoice received from suppliers, right? So these people need to punch in the system, SAP system. So what we have done is whatever designations are there, clerk and an accountant, these are the different designations. So what we have segregated in the sense, invoices less than or equal to 50,000 value, INR, 50,000 value, then that can be processed by clerk. Okay, less than or equal to 50,000, right? So they can process. Maximum document amount is less than or equal to 50,000. If it is exceeded, because as these people are new, so if it is more than 50,000, tolerance limit of 50,000, then there would be a threat if it is done any mistakes or something. Okay, to overcome that difficulty, what organization has done is, if it is exceeded, then those documents will not be processed by clerk, that will be processed by an accountant, greater than or equal to 50,000. Not equal to, greater than 50,000. Understood? So these people are the most experienced people. They know in and out of punching. So if it is exceeded 50,000, I'm taking a normal example amount, 50,000. Then if it is less than or equal to 50,000, that will be processed by clerks, right? And automatically there will be a program will be written. If it is greater than or equal to, that invoices need to be segregated to accountant. If it is less than or equal to 50,000, that need to be segregated to clerk. Clear? So this is called a tolerance document limit. This is called a tolerance document limit. Okay. And next one, for example, this is document limit, whatever I mentioned here, maximum document amount and maximum payment amount. Maximum payment amount we will discuss later. So next one, maximum discount amount. So for example, you went to some jewelry shop or something to buy this one. So jewelry value is 1 lakh. The cost of jewelry was 1 lakh. Okay. So he said that whoever seller is there, he said that he can give up to maximum of 5% discount, the seller. 5% discount. Okay. And you are a regular customer to them. So straight away he said that 5% discount he can give. But you said that you're not satisfied with the 5% discount. And you said that you need further discount. So what this person will do is, this person will go to his manager stating that he's our regular customer and he need further discount on this particular product. So the manager, The manager said that maximum from his limit is, according to his limit, he can give up to 10%. Up to 10% he can give. But still you are not satisfied. Okay. And you are asking further. Then they will go to stores head, stores in charge. So he said that up to 10%, 15% I can give. Okay. Still you are not accepted that percentage of discount. So at last the owner, they have involved the owner or whoever in the owner for this particular stall. So they have said that this particular person is our regular customer. So he required this particular product is taking, he required more discount on this. So maximum is said that I can give up to 20% discount. So here, why the discount is getting changed here? Because this person having a limitation of only 5% discount he can give. When it comes to next manager or whoever it is, he can give up to 10% only. Next one, he's going to report stores in charge. So he can give up to 15%. Okay, his limit is 15%. But he is reporting to stores owner, right? Right. So his limitation is 20%. If it is he is giving more than 20% discount, then he may turn into decrease his profit and he may turns into a loss. Clear? So this is called a tolerance discount. Clear, everyone? Any questions here? Okay. So here I'll take, for example, here I'll take employees, associates, employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employee 4, employee 5, employee 6, employee 7, and employee 8. Okay. What is a tolerance group? This is means designation. So these people are all comes under executives. These all comes under executives. Okay. What is the maximum document they can pengage? For example, as I said, 5 lakhs. Okay. Maximum payment amount, they can do payment up to, without any approvals, they can do the payments up to 1 lakh. Okay. And maximum discount, they can give up to 2%. Okay. Okay. Next one. Tolerance debit. It's nothing but on total amount. It's a 0.2 rupees. Or, sorry, 2 rupees or 0.2%. Debit line item, credit line item. Okay. So these all 8 executives, they can post up to 5 lakhs amount. Maximum how much doc? If it is exceeded, next level people will do the postings. Okay. Or you can make it as a 50 lakhs document. What is the maximum payment document they can do without any approval? They can do 1 lakh. Okay. And what is the maximum discount they can give? 2%, as I said earlier. Okay. Next one, we have a supervisors. We have next is supervisors. Above to them is supervisors. So I will say that S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, and S6. So these designations are supervisors. Supervisors. So they can do payment up to 50 lakhs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can do up to maximum document, they can enter up to 50 lakhs. And maximum payment amount, they can do up to 10 lakhs. Here it is 1 lakh, 1, 2, 6. They can do up to 10 lakhs payment without any approval. And their maximum discount they can give is 5% because they are above. So here 5 or 0.5%. (0.5%). Next one, next to them is managers.
Naveen, what is the total debit and credit? Can you explain that again?
It means nothing but your payment difference amount. You will enter double entry book system, right?
Okay.
M1, M2, M3. So these are the managers. These are the managers. Okay, one more zero, additional zero. What I'll do. Okay, I'm just increasing 1 0 here, 1 0 here. Okay, here I'm changing to 7%.
Naveen, we have to give for individual person like this.
Yes.
uh,
No, actually, let's see. We won't give individual person as per their designation. We will assign. So first employee will HR will recruit the person, correct? So what HR will do? HR will assign a designation to them. Okay, so these limits will be given to designations, and these designations, user IDs, as I said that. So these designation will link to integrated to link it to employees, individual employee.
Okay.
So manually, we won't give individual employee, we will give designations. So even E2, whatever it is there, we will give the designation SAP associate. So all associate will come under, clerks will come under this particular limit, right? Next one, whatever supervisors will come under this. So supervisors, 100 supervisors may be there. So we can't define 100 supervisor names and or anything. So we will create a designation called supervisor. So whoever will come, so we will tag all supervisors under all the members who are related to supervisor designation, we will tag them, and this will be given from first supervisor to 100th supervisor. Clear?
Yeah, clear. This is a SAP standard rules, or the consultant has to create while starting itself?
No, this particular activity will be performed by HR.
Okay.
Clear? See, designations we can't give, right?
Normally, when I speak, right, they'll say that the roles need to be added. So the roles are created by the consultants. Any kind of roles, like for reversing of the document or anything. So the
Exactly.
roles are created by the
Yes.
consultant, or it is
Consultant only.
defined in SAP.
In real time, consultant only do the rules part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one, for
Thank
example,
you.
we have a CEO. We have a one CEO, C1. So I'm not giving any this one to him. I'm giving unlimited limit, so he can post any document. He can process the document, any limit. He can done the payment according to his, but his maximum discount he can give up to 10%. 1 rupee or 10 rupees or whatever we said, 10 rupees or 10 rupees.
And again, one more, the roles creating part will be included, right, in the class?
Roles we won't include here because it's not our real-time system, right? This is a practice system. So we will have only one user, right? We don't have a number of users here,
Uh-huh.
right? Only we have either your name or SAP user, something like that.
Mm.
So we can't
Mm.
define it. Okay.
Okay. Means like even for one person, it's 500. See,
We are
let's
going to define the last one here. In our
Oh.
system, we are going to define this particular rule.
Okay. No, I'm talking about the creation of roles. Any role, like
We can't
not
do
only.
here in this particular system.
Okay.
Okay. And same time in the creation of role, real time, the consultant in the sense, see, not normally senior consultant will do. This particular part will be taken care by your supervisor, not supervisors, project leads. They will define us. So how to configure this and what is the limits they need to give it. End user level. Again, this would be client requirement as per the client requirement. But this is the standard again. This is the last one, whatever we discussed. This is the SAP standard one, as per their articles of association. Hope it's clear.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, just write it down. Just write it down. So there are two types of tolerances, GL tolerance and employee tolerance. GL tolerance is nothing but the difference between invoice amount and payment difference, variable payment difference amount. And when it comes to employee tolerance, it is nothing but at the time of document posting, there will be a tolerance. At the time of payment, there will be a tolerance. At the time of giving discount, there would be a tolerance. Clear?
Naveen, this employee tolerance, like I didn't got this point. What is like in the GL tolerance? I was able to understand that it is the maximum, like
I'll show you that
10%.
at the
That is
time
the
of
range.
configuration, probably you will understand that.
Okay.
Okay. If at all any questions at that particular point of time, you can raise it. Not an issue.
Sure.
Just write it down. It should be there in your notes, and at the time of practice, it would be easy. Again, we are not going to define all this for your understanding. For example, in future, you are going to explain someone, then you need to take an example, a kind of like this.
Done.
Okay, thank you. We will do the configuration part. Okay, first one right now. Let's do the config. First, we'll go with the GL tolerance. Write down tolerance groups. Write down first one. In that first step, definition of tolerance groups for GL account. Definition of tolerance group, or you can write it as in tolerance groups for GL accounts. Write down the path. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting new, general ledger accounting new, general ledger accounting new, business transactions, open item clearing, next one, clearing differences, define tolerance groups for GL accounts. Define tolerance groups for GL accounts. Transaction code OBA0. Transaction code OBA0. Transaction code OBA0. So I'll go with SAP. So SPRO, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting new, Financial accounting new. Next one. Financial accounting new. General ledger accounting new. General ledger accounting new. Business transactions. Business transactions. Business transactions. So next we have open item clearing. Open item clearing. Open item clearing. Next one. Here you can find clearing differences. Clearing differences. Clearing differences. Clearing differences. Define tolerance groups for GL accounts. Okay, I'll go with transaction code. Display key IMG active. OBA 0. Transaction code. OBA 0. Transaction code OBA 0. Okay. So here, define tolerance groups. Okay. Click on press new entries. Press new entries. Give your company code. What is our company code? AI01. AI01. Okay. Company code. Okay. So in general, what we will do is tolerance group in the sense, see, here they are going to define here, same thing, manager, supervisor, right? Supervisor, manager, and what we call CEO, right? Associate or accountant. So they are going to define here that particular group. But in that is, we are going to define in real-time environment. Clear? The user definition we will do here. So if you see accountant or ACCT, so whatever here we have defined. So for example, executive, if you give executive here, right? Then we will give debit posting line item amount, credit posting line item amount. So that particular person can give the GL limit up to this much. Clear? And here we will say manager. Next executive, supervisor. So supervisor, whatever designation has given. So what is the limit? So next one, same thing we are going to do manager. So whatever designation, even the same thing we will repeat for employee also. For each GL line item, what is the limit the user can do it? Clear? So here in practice environment, we are going to leave it blank. In practice environment, write it down. In real time, we will give you the group, right? This the way we can assign the groups here. But in practice environment, we have only one user, right? We don't have a multiple users, right? In practice environment, whatever practice we are doing, we will get only one user ID, right? In real time, you will get n number of user IDs, and their users will be associated with their hierarchy or their designations. And according to that designation, we will give the designations here and we will give the percentage here. Clear, everyone?
Naveen, I have a question.
Please go ahead.
So the debit posting and the credit posting, the amount that you have given, like it's 2%,
Sorry?
5%. The amount that we would be posting, for example, if we are working in the real environment,
Okay.
the amount for the debit posting, for example, it is an executive level, right? For the debit posting and for the credit posting, what would be the amount? Like it is
For
5
example,
lakhs?
sometimes, see, that's what I'm saying. Same thing, 10 rupees or 1%. The difference in percentage, we are going to mention it as in 1% or 10 rupees means, for example, as I said that when you are posting an entry, see here, debit line item. This is your debit line item, correct? This is your debit line item. And this is your credit line item. ABC is one GL account. Bank outgoing account is a one GL account. Debit GL account is, it is showing 5 rupees for 23,565. and bank outgoing GL account is showing 23,560. So here we are going to define what is a debit posting kit 10 rupees or 1%. Credit posting 10 rupees or 1%, whichever is less, difference between these two, debit and credit, till that the system need to accept. Hope you got my point.
Yeah, that is clear. I'm just talking about if we talk about the employee tolerance, this
It's not employee tolerance, it's a GL tolerance.
Okay, got it.
Right. So see here, you can see a tolerance groups of GL accounts in local currency. What do you mean by local currency? Your company code currency.
Okay.
My company code currency is INR. So here I'm going to define. So here I'm going to define what is the amount.
Yeah, I got your point.
Okay. Okay. So here I'll mention the text. So I'm not going to give any group here because I don't have many groups. I have only one, this one. Okay. So here we will create Adani tolerance group. Group for AI01. Group AI01. So here same thing, we are going to define debit line item 10 rupees or 1%. 10 rupees or 1%. 10 rupees or 1%. Let me check, I'll change it accordingly, but if it is there. So click on save button. I'll show you. Just write it down like this. Adani tolerance group AI01. 10 rupees or 1%, whichever is less. Once you are done, let me know.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Next, we need to define for other company codes also. So click on save button. Click on save button. Press back button. Okay. Select AI01. Select AI01. Adani tolerance group for AI02. Okay. So here AI02 repetition. So just repeat the same thing. Repeat the same thing. Press new entries. AI02. Adani tolerance group for AI02. 10 rupees or 1%. Okay. Repeat the same. And next we have one more company code, correct? So save it. Press back button. So that is in USD we have. So I'll click on position, new entries. New entries. Our company code is AU01. AU01. Adani Steels. So tolerance group, I won't take it. So here I'll take it as an AU01. AU01. Okay. $10 or 1%. You can see the currency has changed. Local currency. What is my AU01 company code? It's a US company. So the local currency would be as per company code USD. Just write it down. I'm sorry. So we have defined GL tolerances for all the three company codes. So click on save button. Click on save button. Is it done, everyone? Any questions here? Yes, no.
No, nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
next one. Assign tolerance groups for employees. Assign tolerance groups for employees. Or define tolerance groups for employees. Define tolerance groups for employees. Path same as above. Path same as above till clearing differences. Path same as above till clearing differences. From there select till clearing differences. From there select define tolerance groups for employees. Define tolerance groups for employees. Transaction code OBA4. Transaction code OBA4. Okay. So whatever things we have discussed here in example, so this will applicable for real-time environment. Right? Number of users we have, we are going to define accordingly. This one. Okay. We have a multiple user IDs in real time. We are going to do that. But here, if this is a practice environment, we will have only one user. So what is the user ID you will have? Normally, either we will have your name, user ID or SAP user. Only one user ID. Okay. So that is the reason what we are going to do. We are going to use this maximum limit. This particular. But in real time, you can do this. So if you do one, then definitely you will understand how to do this one, how to do this configuration. Okay. So next one. So tolerance groups also, we will leave it blank. Because if we define some group, then it would be problem for other company codes. Okay. So write down the path. Write down the path we have already done. So click on define tolerance groups. Define tolerance groups. Click on position, sorry, new entries. Press new entries. Press new entries. Okay. Sorry, where are we? This is, we are in GL, right? Sorry. Okay. Define tolerance group for employees. Press new entries. Okay. So here we are not going to give any group because we have only one group, right? We are supposed to leave it blank. If we are a number of users, number of designations, then here we will give it as the same thing, executive, right? Company code, right? Whatever company code AI01. So like this, we will define in real-time environment. But here we have only one user ID. So that is the reason. If I select executive, then in another company code, I can't select this executive here in practice environment. But in real-time environment, all company codes will have executive, same limit or whatever limit defined. Clear? So here we are going to leave it blank. We are going to leave it blank. So just write it down as it is. So here we are going to give, for example, if I give here, what is the limit of executives? 5 lakhs, right? If I give selected as an executive, and if I'm giving it's a 5 lakhs, then we can't post any invoice more than 5 lakhs. More than 5 lakhs. So that is the reason we are going to leave it a blank group. We are going to leave group as a blank, write down. Okay, so we are going to give so maximum document amount. Entry already exists. I'll show you that. Click on position button AI01. I'll show you, just write it down. Check. 1 second, give me a second. Company code AI01. So here you can write it. AI01, Adani Cements Private Limited, Hyderabad. So group, we are leaving it blank. Company code, currency, automatically it will pick. So cash discount, here you remember I have given the discount line item. So here you can see this one, cash discount. Sorry, this one, cash discount, maximum cash discount. 10%. Maximum cash discount, 10%. Debit line item, credit line item, 10 rupees or 1% payment difference. Right now. Any questions here? Or you can make this as an like this also. 99999.
The nines are more.
Sorry.
The nines are more. I think comma will not come over there.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
no,
it
it's
will be-
actually more nines I have given, I believe.
Hmm.
I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And give five or six nines.
Or we can give few more, I think. 6. No, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nine.
And I'll try to give 3 more.
Hmm.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So here I'll give 8. So you can just write it down.
And Naveen, this number figures would be given by the client, or it has to
Yeah,
be
it will
like
be given by your client itself. What would be the CU maximum limit? These limits will be given by your client only. This amount
Okay.
limits. The percentage would be standard again, I'm telling you. These are not standard, 2%, 5%, 7%. This is a standard, 10% or whatever, 10 rupees or 1% is standard. Or
So this
$10 or
10%. So for the executive level, the 10% would be applied, not 2%. That's what you're
anything
saying?
again, it's a client requirement. So how much they want
Okay.
to give for executive, that much. It could be 1%, it could be 2%, or it could be more than that also.
Okay,
Discount.
but for the CEO level, it would be 10% as per the
That's what
standard
I'm saying.
markups, right?
Again, I took the earlier example, I took till 30%, right? You can see it till 20% I have taken. It's
Okay.
again depends upon client to client difference. But here I'm telling you the payment difference amount, either it would be $10 or 1%. Don't go with this. This is not standard. These are not standard. Whatever maximum discount, whatever amounts I have mentioned here, these are not standard. But this is standard. The last line. Payment difference. That's what I would like to say here. The payment difference amount, right? Payment difference amount. This is a standard. The difference between your debit and credit should be 10 rupees or 1%, whichever is less.
So it remains the same across all the levels for the
Exactly.
executive, for the managers. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions? So click on save button. Click on save button. Click on okay, we need to repeat for other company codes also. Repeat for other company codes also. Repeat for other company codes. So I'm leaving this blank cash discount. I'll explain at the time of GL module. This cash discount out, this entries will be taken care. Just remind me, we have not configured the cash discount. Normally, we will leave it this as a blank only in real time also, 99.9%. But I'll explain in the at the time of GL posting why we will leave this as a blank. Clear? Okay, now go to next. Fine. Next one, AI01. Next one, sorry, AI02. Press new entries. Repeat the same activity for AI02. Repeat the same activity for AI02. Repeat the same activity for AI02 and as well as AU01. AU01. I'll just mention here AU01 also. Press new entries, or you can copy. You can copy as to company code AU02. AU01, sorry, my company code is AU01 and press enter. Number of entries. Now you can check AU01. Company code, right? Sorry, I have selected tolerance. Company code AU01. This is my AU01. See here. Currency it is taking USD. So here cash discount item, we will give it as a 10%.
For the previous one, we did not give that one.
AI02, right?
For yeah.
AI0, I'll change it. I'll change
AI01
it.
as well.
Okay, I'll change it. Fine. I'll change for both. So click on save button. Press back button. I'll give that 10% cash discount for AI01 and AI02. Click on, whenever you want to change, click on position button. So give your company code AI01. Select AI01 and click on details button. For AI01, we have already given 10. Okay, so we have not given for AI02. So press back button. And first we need to uncheck this. Then next select AI02. Click on details button. So here we need to mention 10%. Click on save button. So this is about your tolerance limit. Next one, assign. Next step, assign users. Assign users to tolerance groups. Assign tolerance to tolerance groups. Okay. So this note this real time, this activity will be done by HR team. Write down note.
HR means you mean to say HCM team?
HCM team. Here, consulting, HR consultants.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Assign users to tolerance group. Path same as above. Path same as above till clearing differences. Till clearing differences. Okay. Clear till clearing differences. Till clearing differences. From there select. Assign users to tolerance groups. Assign users to tolerance groups. Transaction code OB57. Transaction import OB57. So here we have only one user and only one group. So we are not going to give any groups here. In real time, HR will take care of this. This is not our cup of tea. HR in the sense, as you said, HCM team. Okay, press back button. You can see assign users to tolerance group OB57. So click on execute. So here,
Naveen, what was the transaction code for this?
it's a OB57. OB57. Okay, if you want, you can create new entries. My username is Naveen. Here it will be SAP user, and we are not going to give any tolerance groups. We are not going to give any tolerance group because this particular we don't have only one user we have. If number of users are there, then which executive is a group, manager is a group, supervisor is a group, like that. So leave it, save it as a save. That's it. Clear? Naveen has created. Now if you press back button, see here, Naveen. And tolerance group, leave it as in blank. Till here, any questions, anyone? So this is about your tolerance group.
It's clear now.
Okay, that's it. So with this, we have covered our tolerance groups point also. So next we will cover document types. As I said, we are going to discuss when we start our new GL accounting. When we start our new GL accounting. So next we are going to discuss in next week's session, Monday session, we are going to discuss on posting keys. This is not much. Posting keys are not much because already whatever default posting keys are there, that we are going to follow. But before that, we will have a glance what are the posting keys will be there in GL. Okay. And how many posting keys will be there. All right. What do you mean by debit posting key? What do you mean by credit posting key? That we will discuss in this particular session. So next week, we are going to enter into new GL accounting concept. The most important concept, that is. Hope it's clear for everyone.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Naveen.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Naveen.
Thank you all.